Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today I am going to show you how to get started with ElMessenger, whether you are on the basic plan or the premium plan. Okay, so first of all, this is Facebook, of course, right? If you do not have an ElMessenger account yet, you can actually go to our Facebook group called Digital Marketing Training, Scale Your Vision with AI. When you join, you'll be asked two questions. Go ahead and answer those questions, and then you will get a free ElMessenger Pro account. Okay, so if you're a member of our program, you have the ability to resell ElMessenger, but you also have the ability to create your own accounts of all of our tools, okay? So if you are going to create your own ElMessenger Pro account, or you want to manually create a client account, all you need to do is go inside of your license portal that you can find inside the resource area, and you'll want to click Add a License. So I'm going to go ahead and put my name in here. It's just a fake phone number, and we're going to choose, in this situation, the basic account. You can see here when I'm choosing basic, let me type in vision, marketing, and design. We'll just use this email address. So you can see here when we're choosing the plan that there's numbers beside them. So the basic account uses 0 licenses and the premium account uses 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the basic account and then add license. And you'll see that the total of my licenses did not change, right? It's still 10. It was 10 before. It's still 10. Okay, because this is a basic account. Now I'm going to check my email, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my login credentials, okay, that I received from Claude, and I'm going to go back now. I've already installed the extension. There are instructions to do that if you have not already, and then I want to put in my login credentials. I'm going to go ahead and paste that there and click login. So now I'm going to have access to the free version of ElMessenger Pro, and I'm literally creating this account from scratch. So I'm not going to, okay. So apparently I already had an account with this email address. Okay, so that's okay. You do get 3 tags to get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me delete these tags and I'll start from scratch. Sorry about that. Oh, this is the default tag, so it can't be removed. So I'm going to just remove these. Sorry, I thought I was creating an account from scratch, and I want to make sure that you guys are aware of the differences and what it looks like and how to get started with both, because there is a difference in how you want to utilize this tool, whether you have the basic plan or the premium plan. And the difference is because with the basic plan, you don't get access to unlimited tags, and you also don't get access to the back office. Okay, so if this was a brand new basic account, there would be no tags here. And what I'd recommend actually is creating 3 different tags. Okay, so what we're going to do is, since I only have 3 tags to use, I'm going to do cold, warm, and hot. Okay, I should spell correctly first. So cold, we'll just make that blue, and we'll go ahead and click the check mark here. Okay, so we need 2 more tags. So I'm going to create the warm and the hot tag as well. Now this is a browser extension and I am live, so sometimes these things take just a few minutes. So let's make this one warm now. And for warm, let's go ahead and just say, let's say red. Actually, maybe I should have made that like orange if I'm trying to be congruent with my colors. But that's okay. All we need is just to be able to tell the difference. So I'm going to call this hot now. And let's just say that hot is green. All right, so we've created our 3 tags, and like I said, with the basic version, you don't have access to the back office, so you're going to create your 3 tags, okay? Now, what I typically like to do is choose 3 groups, and this is what I recommend that you do as well. Choose 3 groups that your target client is hanging out in, okay? Now, if you have no idea, think about tools, for example, first you have to think about your target audience, but you have to think about, what group are they going to be hanging out in? And if we're reselling tools, like marketing tools, then maybe we want to go to other groups where there are marketing tools. Okay. That could be any tool that you're using. You could go to the Canva group. You could go to ClickFunnels. You could go to Aweber or Pictory or any of the groups that have marketers in there or business owners that are using marketing tools. Okay. So when you find those three groups, those are the groups you're going to spend time engaging in and sharing valuable content. You don't want to be sharing spammy sales posts that will do nothing for you but get you blocked from the group. So for example, if I was going to share something about actually, instead of just telling you that, let me just show you an example. Okay, so first we have our three tags here, and we have the global segments here. Global segments are the basically the messages that you're going to be using that you can create variations of. Okay, so if I wanted to create a message segment like hello, maybe I want to add a variant. So I'm going to say hello is the first one. Okay. And then now, and actually, let's do hello first name. So hello. And then we could add the variable, which is name, and then comma. And then let's go ahead and add another one. So we'll say hey, and then we'll add the variable, which is first name. And let's go ahead and do hey there. So when you're creating message segments, what you're doing is actually saying the same thing, but you're just saying it in different ways. And that way Facebook doesn't realize that this is an automated process and you're actually not typing this out. You are just, basically your robot is doing this for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and now add all of those global segments. And that way I can use those in all of my messaging. Okay. Now the engages, what this is basically the option to automate the engagement. Okay. Now, this used to be available on the free plan, but I think now it is not. So if you don't have the ability to create those engages, that is where you're going to automate the reply process. Okay. For example, I have a post here that is my pinned post, and you can see here that I'm offering a free account of ElMessenger for joining my group. So if people comment below, the tool will automatically respond and send them the relevant information. Okay. So it will also tag them, which makes the follow-up process super simple, right? So if I open this back up now, and I really do think that you should have the engage option, but maybe they updated the free plan since the last. I've always been on the premium. Okay, so I don't see where, okay. So yeah, it looks like this is a premium feature. So to unlock it, you would have to upgrade to the premium. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually upgrade to the premium. Okay. Now, if I was just using the basic plan, what I would do is I would take these three tags. I have my message segments there. Of course, tools, I say this 100 times, tools are great, but it's really about the strategy that you use the tools. Okay. So let's go to Pictory now. If I was on, whether it's the, and I don't know why I'm choosing Pictory for some reason. But if I was just going to choose this group here, let's say this is where I want to go. I would, of course, want to create a post, and that is value. For example, in this group, maybe I would say, wow, I just learned that you could do this on Pictory, and maybe I could share like a screenshot, and then people will comment below and they'll say, wow, I didn't know I could do that, or hey, how do you do that? And then now you could share a video with them from your YouTube channel or something like that to help engage with them in a non-salesy way. Now, of course, if you shared value with them, you want to go to a post. So let's just say this was my post. I could click here, and then I could actually, you'll see this is actually a locked feature. If it was an unlocked feature, if I was on the premium plan, I would be able to send friend requests to all the people who have interacted with this post. Okay. Now, the reason that's important is because you want them to interact with you, because the chances of them accepting your friend request are definitely better if you are sharing valuable content. Now, the next part of that, of course, is you want your Facebook profile to be relevant to your business. You know, what is your call to action? What solutions do you provide? The pinned post, of course, is valuable because the chances of them looking at your profile are pretty good. Because if they're in business, they want to know, are you a customer that they could serve? And vice versa. You're looking to see if they are a customer that you could serve. Okay. So this is part of networking. We want to see who we can help and who can help us. Okay. So that is the basics of the free plan. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go back now to my account here and I'm going to upgrade to the premium plan. Okay. So I've already upgraded and now you'll see that instead of 10 licenses, I have 9 licenses. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go ahead and log out. Let's see if it just upgrades me. You'll know you're on the premium. Oh, there we go. So we got upgraded. All right. So now that I'm upgraded to the premium plan, what I want to do is click here to go to the back office. I love to do everything from the back office because it's more user friendly. I feel like I have more space. I can see it better with my eyes. So you'll see here that this is what it looks like here. I have 2 contacts now that have interacted with my Facebook profile since I created my ElMessenger account, and that's just 2 people. Okay. And they're both in the cold tag here. And so what I want to do once I get started with my premium account, okay, so I have my premium account. I've created 3 tags here. Now, what I could do in addition to this is I could start creating tags for each individual group. Okay, now I actually prefer that over creating like hot, warm, and cold tags because I want to send a specific message. Now, let's use Pictory for an example because I just went to that group. Okay, so I'm going to create a tag called Pictory. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my message segments and I'm going to create a message segment that basically I'm going to send to them when I send a friend request. So I'm going to call this message greeting and I'm going to say, hey, first name. I saw that you are in the Pictory group as well. Now, typically when people send a message like this, it is, I saw you're in the Pictory group as well, so I thought we should connect. Don't do that. That's so icky, okay? Instead, say, I saw that you're in the Pictory group as well. I just started using it. What do you think so far? Now, the reason that this is cool is because obviously you shouldn't be a liar, right? If you join the Pictory group, let it be, I hope you're using Pictory, all right? And most of these groups, you have to be a member anyway of the tool to be able to join. But don't lie. I mean, just pick tools that maybe you did start using or come up with a question to ask them that will allow them to give you some value in a way that is not, you're not asking for a sale. You're not saying something generic like, oh, I thought we should connect, because that really says nothing. Okay. What you're actually doing is reaching out and saying, what do you think so far? Which is actually a common question that I would want to know if I was thinking of choosing a new tool. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, choose that as my variation, and then I'm going to say, hello there. Okay, so remember, I'm saying the same thing, I'm just saying it a little bit differently. So I'm going to say, hello there, first name or name. I saw that I saw that you were in the Pictory group as well. If you don't mind, I'd love to hear what you think of it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that as a variation. I do like to choose about 3. So I'm going to say, hey there, first name. What do you think of Pictory? I saw you were in the group as well. All right, and add variation and add segment. Okay, now anytime you add a segment, to be able to use it, you have to put that segment in a message template. Okay, so if you're thinking about the process, it's real simple. You're actually kind of working backwards a little bit here. So we're creating a tag, we're creating message segments, we're creating a message template, and then we are going to choose the default message when we send friend requests. Okay, so here I've created the tag. I'm in the tag right now when I'm creating these message segments. If I was to go to the cold tag, you'll see here I have a different message segment. Okay, if I go to the hot tag, I have different message segments here. Okay, so here when you click on this tag, the templates that you're using are going to be specific for that tag unless you create global segments up here. Okay, so I already created I'm in the cold here. Let me refresh. So I've already created the Pictory tag. We have the message segments, and now we need to actually create the message template. Okay, so we have, I think, did I put that in the cold tag? I hope not. Let's see here. Oh, cold, wait, Pictory, message segments. There we go. Okay, so I need to go to message templates now. I'm going to go to add new template. And all I really need to do here is add the greeting segment that I just created here. Okay, now you can see that's actually the only tag that I can add there because that's the only segment that I created for this specific tag. Okay, now if I had global segments, I could add this here as well. Now I actually put like the hello greeting in the message here, but if I wanted to create different segments for the messages, I could actually do like global hello, and then I could even hit enter, and then I could add tag here, and so it would have variations of each of these messages. Okay, so you can see how if you have the message template is built up of different segments. I mean, with 3 segments, you could have, many variations of this message. Okay, so that decreases the likelihood of you getting into Facebook jail. Okay, so I'm actually going to go here. I'm going to remove that since we've already built in the hellos into this segment, and I'm going to go ahead and add a template. Okay. So this is all we need to do to add that segment. Now, if I want to default this template as the template that I send friend requests with, what I need to do is select this. And you can see here, it says select default message for sending friend requests. So when I send a friend request and I tag them with Pictory, what's going to happen is it's going to send them this message template here. Now, when they accept the friend request, they'll actually be here in the contacts and they will be tagged here. If I went to my main contacts page, all of the contacts, regardless of the tag, will be listed here, but you will be able to see their tag here as well. Okay, and then how many messages and the last message and last engaged and so on. Okay, now, the next thing that we want to do, obviously, once this is built, is we want to start sending friend requests. But before I do that, I actually like to come up here to the contacts, and you can go to manage inactive friends, and I like to just do this right away. Okay, so I'm going to say 60 days. If someone has been inactive for 60 days or longer, I'm going to tell ElMessenger what to do with this contact. Do I want to remove the inactive friend? A lot of people choose to do that. However, it's actually a better strategy if you just tag them and then you put them in an inactive list, and that way you can get them to re-engage, because a lot of times it's not really their fault that they have not engaged with you. It has a lot to do with the algorithm, and so maybe they're not even seeing your posts. So really, instead of unfriending, what we want to do is re-engage. Okay, now like I said, I could choose to remove them. However, it's actually better to tag them, and then now we want to choose which tag. Okay, so I don't really have a great tag here that I want to choose for inactive friends, so obviously what I'd have to do is go create the tag. So I'm going to choose inactive, and I'm going to choose like this color here. Now I also might want to choose like a family and friends, okay, because this might be, I'm just going to say family, friends, because we might have people in our Facebook profile that are not great fits for our business, but of course we want to make sure that we don't, accidentally unfriend them or something, or send them, business broadcasts and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to choose friends and family. And so if I went to my contact here and I wanted to mark one of them as a friend or a family member, I could actually choose here to change to friends and family, and it will actually move that contact to that tag. And then I could also click here to lock. You'll see the tag has been changed. And I could also click here to lock that contact. That way it doesn't actually accidentally get deleted. Okay, it'll just stay right here in my family and friends. All right, I'm just unlock that now. Now, if I go over to the tags again and you see family and friends, now you'll see in this category that that contact I just tagged has moved. Okay. So that is super helpful. So let's actually start networking now, and let's go into a group, and let's just say if I wanted to go to, let's go back to that Pictory group. Okay. So if I created a post here, and I told you before how it said upgrade, if this was my post and I wanted to send a friend request to all of the people that engaged with my post, now you can do this with anyone's post, right? But really, just because you can do that doesn't mean that you should do that. Okay. Because if you have 1,000 unaccepted friend requests from Facebook, they will actually restrict your account. So you want to make sure that you do not have that. Okay. Now, speaking of that, another thing that you can do is you can go to click this little button here, and it says incoming and outgoing friend requests. Okay, so if you are sending the friend requests and you're afraid that it's going to restrict your account because they're not opening them, what you want to do is go to the outgoing, and you can click here to automatically cancel the request after 30 days. So if these people have not answered the request, then it will automatically cancel the invite, and then you can see here it is actually unfriending all of the people that were in that list. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop there. All right, so it's going to remove that and then make sure that you don't fall within that 1,000, right? We don't want to. And chances are, if they haven't accepted in 30 days, they're not likely to, okay? Now, also, the flip side of that is if you wanted to accept all the friend requests, of course, you could go through here and decide which ones you want to accept, or you could click accept all, okay? So if I wanted to send friend requests to all of the people who have engaged here, what I want to do is choose that tag that says Pictory. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen because I just created tags. So I'm going to go back now. Let's choose this. And our little ElMessenger window will pop up. If you don't see it right away, this is actually called like a lazy load. So Facebook won't always load everything that it wants you or that you want to see the first time. You'll have to refresh so that it shows up there. Okay, so we'll just give it just a second here. Make sure I'm still logged in. Okay, there we go. All right, so now that we have our ElMessenger, I'm going to go ahead and you'll see the Pictory tag here, okay? So when I tag them with this, it's literally going to put them right here in this category right here, okay? So you'll see when I select the default sending friend request message, it's going to send this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I can choose now the send interval. Now, again, I can't stress enough, all right? When you're trying to decide how many friend requests to send, think about normal human behavior, all right? So I never like to say 20 seconds. I always usually like double this. I'll do like 45 to 65 seconds. And when it comes to the number of friend requests, think about this, okay? If you never send friend requests and then you come in here with ElMessenger or any of these Facebook tools and you set this to 100 and walk away, I guarantee you 100% your account will get restricted. You will be in Facebook jail. Okay, so don't do that. That's not going to help you at all. Plus, when the goal of this process is to get them to message you back, right? We want to have a conversation. And so if you're doing that with 100 people and even, 30% of them message you back, you have 30 messages that you're trying to respond to and all of that. Chances are something is going to get lost in the cracks, and you're not providing a very good experience for your leads, right? That's not a very good representation of your business, right? So I would say if you've never done this before, send 5 friend requests, okay? Because remember, it's also going to send messages. So we're going to send 5 friend requests. The next day, maybe we'll send 7 or 8. The next day, maybe we're going to send 10 or 11. And we're going to work our way up. I probably would not send any more than 40 in a day, but gradually warm up your account to get there. Okay. So if I want to send this now to all of these people, all I would need to do, and I'm just going to go ahead and say 1 so that I'll say 2 so you can see the process. And you can also see here that if I had any contacts in here that were not new, that they were already in my CRM and tagged, then I could check this box and I would not send them another friend request. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the settings as is, and I'm going to click start. And you can see here, hopefully I am logged into Messenger. Let me move this over and see. You do have to be logged into your Messenger account, which it seems I am not on this browser. Let me see if my password is correct. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to be able to log in here because I cannot for the life of me remember that Messenger password. I always stay logged in. Okay. But what's going to happen when you click the start button is your Messenger is going to pop up just like mine did. You're going to see like a window here. You're going to see what the robot's doing. It's sending the friend request. It's sending the message. You'll see a little timer up here in the top right-hand corner that's counting down until the next message. When all of this is happening, as soon as you click the start button, don't touch the computer, just walk away. Okay. Typically what I like to do is do this when I'm done for the day, and I'll just walk away from my office, go have dinner with my family, all of those things, right? That's basically what you want to do here. Now, when they accept the friend request, okay, they're going to be showing up under this tag, right? Now, what you can do is in this tag here, let's go. You can actually set up campaigns, like broadcast campaigns that will go out to them. Okay, so you would do that here. And I have tons of training on how you can actually set up the campaigns. But the goal here is to make this simple is you want to choose the 3 groups, whether you're using the premium or the basic plan. Choose the 3 groups that you can network in. Okay, now, it does change a little bit, the automations and how you're going to follow up with them, whether you have the free or the basic plan. But the goal is to go to the 3 groups, create engagement or create content that will create the engagement, and then send the friend requests and start networking and tagging those contacts inside of your profile so that you can start getting leads for your business, right? And don't do it in a spammy way. It's so icky. We don't want to be spammers. That will not do you any good whatsoever, okay? It will just get you blocked. What we want to do is make connections and see if we can help that person. Okay. So that is really all that I had to share with you today. If you do not have an ElMessenger account and you do want to create an account, you can either go to myvisionagency.com or you can go to my Facebook group and get a free account. Okay. Now, I did want to tell you before I let you go for the day, our website, when you join our program, you automatically have 6 different offers that you can create. And that's the problem that everyone has when they first start networking on social media, is they don't really have an offer. So they don't know who their target customer is. So they don't even know what to present. So then they don't even know what groups to go to. And obviously that's a problem. That can really take a lot of time. So when you join our program, we have ElMessenger, ElmLink, Elmatic, Elm Optimizer. We have the white label SaaS for high level, and also the high level affiliate program that you could offer. So now when you join, you have these 5 or 6 things. So where is your target client hanging out at? Okay. So once they join because I get this question all the time. Okay. I've been sending friend requests and my Facebook profile is optimized and I'm sharing content and no one's engaging. Okay. That is a targeting issue. That has to do with the group the groups that you are inviting. Obviously, if they are not interested in a free tool, they're not interested in what you have to offer. Okay, so make sure that you're going to the groups. Now, when you're sharing the content, for example, if I wanted to share something about ElMessenger, okay, so first, here's my ElMessenger website that I would share to them, right? When you're a member, it's already set up for you to give free ElMessenger accounts away or the premium version. And of course, you earn additional income with that. So you already have your product here. You have you're sending the friend request to your target customer, right? So now you want to make an offer. The offer is on Messenger. So what am I going to do? Maybe what I want to do to create some content here is I'm going to say, let's just use this for an example. Okay, so I'm going to go to friends and family. Let's do this. And let's just choose something that is relevant. Okay, so let's just say I am going to show, I'm going to just do a snippet here. So the snippet is, if you have Windows, super easy. You just use the tool, the snippet tool. You can search in your Windows search box. But basically what I want to do is just create a simple snippet here. Okay, so let me show you what I did here. So I just created like this screenshot, right? So now what I want to do is, what's the benefit of this? Okay. Now I always tell people, if you're looking for content ideas, always ask yourself, is it cool, right? If you're doing something and you're like, whoa, that's cool, the chances are other people are going to think that's cool too. So I literally, and I do this all the time, I would copy that screenshot, okay, or that snippet, and I would say something like, wow, or let's see, this is awesome. You can, let's see, this tool will automatically cancel unaccepted friend requests after 30 days. Super cool time saver. Okay, now I literally just thought of this off the top of my head. I would probably say something a little bit better. I would definitely spell better because I'm a horrible speller and a worse typer when I'm live. Okay, so as I go through here and waste everybody's time fixing my typos, you get the point here, right? So I'm saying, wow, this is awesome. This tool will automatically cancel unaccepted friend requests after 30 days. Super cool time saver. Now, what's my call to action? If I put a link in this post, it's going to get buried by Facebook, okay? So what I'm going to say is comment below and I will give you a free account. All right, so now what I'm encouraging them to do, my call to action, is comment below. Now, when they comment below, what I'm going to do is set up that engage feature, and I'm going to have it auto respond. Now, if you're using the basic plan and you don't have the engage feature, what you're going to want to do is write out the same message, okay? And this is why ElMessenger helps you stay out of Facebook jail. You're going to write out the same message that we actually would be responding to here. But instead of being able to set this on autopilot and then create different variations of your response to comment below and then send them a message with the link, instead of being able to do that automatically, what you'll have to do is just create like these segments. So if I was going to choose, let's go to the Pictory tag here. So if I was going to do this manually, what I would want to do is copy all of these variations to like a notepad here. So I could say, grab my little notepad and here we go. All right, so I would grab my little notepad and I would copy those 3 variations, of course, without the name tag, and then I would need to paste them. Okay, so that's why it's kind of time consuming to do it that way, but that's really the way that you have to do it. And you don't want to paste the same message over and over again, especially if you have a lot of people, because Facebook will restrict you. Okay, so you need to do that. You also need to make sure, if you're doing this manually, that you don't do it one right after the other really fast, because again, Facebook will restrict you. If you're using the Engage tool, you can, and this is the Engage tool here. If you are using the Engage tool, you can actually set a timer so that it doesn't respond so quickly. So you can say, pause after 5 comments with intervals between 20 to 25 seconds, or you could change that as well. Okay. So that's literally from beginning to end the process of using ElMessenger, whether you're on the basic or premium plan. The goal is, just to recap, that you're choosing 3 groups to focus on, that your target customer is focusing on. You're sharing content daily in that group. You are sending friend requests to all the people who engage with your content. And you are sharing content in your own profile that those contacts will be interested in. And you're setting up your posts to match the algorithm so that you are not sharing the link in the post. You want them to comment. You want to reply. You want to message them with the link. Okay, so that is the whole process that you need to follow. You guys, this is an incredible strategy. Okay, I have literally built my business from 4 figures a month to an easy 5 figures in the past year using this same exact strategy. Okay, so it's very, very productive, but you have to be consistent with it. You have to be doing this every single day. Okay, so that is my speech on all of that. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.